Hello, my name is Sophia Carias, and I'm a first-year medical student at Duke. Yes, so if I had a superpower, I would choose to teleport, and specifically bring people with me while I teleport. I think it would be really fun to be able to explore places with people, even if we only have a short amount of time. And I think I would use that in medicine with patients and being able to bring them to loved ones, or to places that they care about and love, even if they might not be able to do that otherwise. There's like so many stories that I could give about prayer. I feel like the power of it is in my life in so many different ways. I would say, like, on an individual level, I feel like I've experienced it in just not just in being able to see how God has moved through prayers that I've prayed, but also in seeing how he's changed my own heart towards things by my prayer. But I think also being able to pray with other people about things that they're thinking about and asking about, as well as like just things in the world that we care about, has been something that has allowed me to connect with people and also spend time thinking about what are areas that I want to step into or that I care about investing into others. I can share like one specific story about prayer. There was one time after I graduated college, I went on a couple short-term mission trips over the summer, and so I decided to delay starting to work. But I was applying a little bit here and there during the summer, and I had interviewed at this one place like 4 different times and was starting to feel a little bit anxious about it because I already had my flight back to my city and didn't have a job. I wasn't really anxious about not getting a job because I had a feeling that would work out, but I was feeling nervous about not knowing exactly what I would be doing once I got back. So I started praying at that time, just surrendering it to God and asking him that if this was a place that I was supposed to be, that the door would open, and if not, that something else would work out. And the moment I stopped praying, I got an email being rejected from this job. And I just felt really encouraged because in the same email that I didn't get the job, they said that they really enjoyed talking to me and actually referred me to another team that was looking for someone. And this team was in neuroscience, which was something that I actually studied in school and was a lot more related to my interests. Ended up interviewing there within the next week and got the job in like 3 days versus like this other interview process took me like 2 months. So that was one specific time that was very encouraging, and just being able to see that regardless of what God would do, that if I trust him, he will work everything the way that it needs to be. I think prayer with patients is really amazing because it allows you to have words for them when they maybe don't have the words for themselves. I think asking people if they want prayer, and I've done this in other parts of life, even strangers, can just allow them to feel seen and be able to connect with them better, and also being able to give and pray over them, over the things that they might not have words to ask for themselves. And it gives patients the opportunity to say yes if that's something that is important and they value. Sometimes even people who don't value prayer or think it's powerful still will be encouraged by it. But if they don't want it, they can always say no. I think that prayer will hopefully look pretty similar in my upcoming medical practice as it does now. I would say hopefully just in my day-to-day life, I think trying to pray during the day and remembering that even when things are busy, that I can still talk to God while I'm like rushing around. And I think prayer also helps me to contextualize where I am and thinking of other people. And so I'm hoping to be able to do that as well when I'm getting in my head about things, to be able to take a step back and remember why I'm doing it and who it's for. So these are a few verses, but it's Philippians 4:4-7, and it says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus."